Hello beautiful people and welcome to a new video. My name is Mecca. This is Mecca's Garden, Kitchen and Journey, where I share about growing my own food and also healing from chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia and pain. Now this is going to be like my fasting chronicles because that's something I want to be really intentional about doing this year for a couple of reasons. The first reason being I want to get myself really reducing inflammation. I noticed in recent times I've had like more skin reactions, or more, should I call it, food sensitivities on my skin, which I've always had eczema as a child. And eczema, if you don't know, is an autoimmune condition, so it's essentially your immune system on overdrive. And the second reason is I wanted to lose weight because I'd put on weight. I had a hysterectomy last year. I probably put a click or the link for that video. I had a hysterectomy and a lot of you joined because of that surgery, and thank you for all of you that have joined in recent times. After the hysterectomy, I struggled with weight loss and I didn't really know why. I noticed I had a bigger mommy pouch and I gained about 5 kilos just doing the same thing I'd always done, or maybe not being as active because I wasn't going to the gym. And there was a little bit of stress in my life because I was returning to nursing, which I had left for 5 years. So I was doing a little bit more than I had been doing. I had to give up my job as a nurse because of chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia and pain. So I'm grateful I'm well enough to go back to work. But knowing that my job is a high stress job, I have to ensure inflammation is always on the low so that I don't relapse. And so I decided to start fasting this year. So 3 weeks ago, I did my first water fast. Just over 3 weeks ago, I did a 3-day water fast, or 60 hours. I couldn't hit the 72-hour mark. And today, as we speak, I have hit 72 hours water fast. I haven't actually broken my fast. I am still fasted as I share my experience in this video because I want you to have a better perception. The last video, I just watched it and I saw that I was really exhausted at the end. I was weak and I know I didn't, it was actually a spontaneous 3-day fast. I wanted to just a 1 day because I've been intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, we're doing a sort of like a 17-18 hour fasting and then eating window the others. But I just spontaneously thought I was dealing with a lot of cravings. I was eating a lot more high calorie, high sweet, highly processed, not every day, but I was having like all those gluten-free cookies, which I should not normally have, and a bit more carbs than I should. So I needed that, and that really broke that. It broke the cravings big time. Like since then, I have not even had any of those, and I'm so happy about it. So yeah, first day for this fast, the first thing I did, and I want to share with you, is number one, you have to be prepared. So the last fast, my big mistake was I wasn't prepared. It was spontaneous and I did it, and I'm glad I was able to do it because sometimes you just need to do something like take that plunge. So I did it, but I would recommend you planning. So planning with, I was actually thinking of this time buying like a ketone monitor, a blood glucose monitor. I didn't get any of those because they cost a bit of money, which I couldn't afford at the time. However, I was able to get myself proper fasting salt, so electrolytes. The first one I did is not sweetened, like artificial sweetener electrolytes. And if you want to know more about that, the last video, I'll put a link for you, the last fast. And that was not good. Actually, I think it spiked my insulin, took me out of ketosis, and I took it twice because I was more shaky, which I never knew I would have. I'd just experienced a bit more shakes when I was hungry. So this time I got this fasting salt. I got some special fasting salt, which is essentially salt, magnesium, potassium, and what's the other one? Sodium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium. And I had extra fasting magnesium, so that was extra, just an additional magnesium salt, because the magnesium in the fasting salt is not sufficient, but you could transdermally replace your magnesium. So you could use a bath soak or food soak, and that would replenish your magnesium stores better than taking it through your gut. But this is what I got anyway. So first day of the fast felt like a breeze. I actually felt fine. I felt hunger pangs a little bit, but I was fine. I was energetic. I didn't feel tired. I didn't feel any untoward. I just did it. It was fine. Day 2, I felt good till the evening. Hunger pangs were gone by day 2, but the evening the hunger pangs returned, and I felt a little bit weak in the evening. Yeah. So thankfully the salt really made a difference. I took the salt one in the morning and in the evening. I'm not recommending, I'm just sharing my experience. Okay, so people that ask me how many salts should I take or when should I, just guys, like, get yourself informed, knowledgeable before you do any sort of fast. Actually, they recommend medical supervision for any extended fast, which extended fast is more than 24 hours of water fasting. So I am not teaching you about it. I'm just sharing my experience, like someone that did this on her own. Okay. And then day 3, which is today, oh my God, I felt like weaker. I took my time. I paced my chores. I did a little in the morning and had a little nap and did a bit more as I woke up. But actually now I feel so much more energetic. However, I have the bitter taste in my mouth, which they say is keto flu. Tastes horrible. So the negatives from the fast that I have experienced and another new things I have learned, apart from ensuring I had the salt, was don't take, I used to take when I fasted, like the long, let's say 24 hours fast, I used to take a bit of sodium, like Celtic salt in my water. This one, I think I took a little bit too much and I actually retched. I went to the toilet to, like almost as though I was going to vomit. Thankfully, I didn't do that, but I learned quickly that salt can induce vomiting. So take very tiny salt in little amounts. And obviously my electrolyte salt did replenish sodium, which was the main thing in salt. But then Celtic salt is not just sodium, it's sodium chloride and it has other minerals that are in it. So mineral salt is good, but little, very tiny. You don't need a lot of it, but it keeps your energy and it prevents things for me like palpitation. My very first fast I did many years, probably 8 years ago, I can't remember now, I had severe palpitations because I didn't take no electrolyte salts, nothing. I just took water and that was really bad. So yeah, the salt intake is one thing. And then secondly, the negatives from the previous fast, not this one, was I did a bit of exercise or a lot of activities in between. Mind you, this fast, because I had the salt, I was able to garden yesterday. I harvested some beautiful purple carrots, which I'll be using the juice to break my fast today. I put an insert just to show you the juice. So yeah, exercising, just go gentle. You don't have to, you have to just take it slow. But I believe that as you get along doing the fast, your body gets accustomed to it and gets more comfortable in the fasted state. Because today I've been able to shower. Like the last one, I didn't even shower until I broke my fast. I was completely wiped out. But today I've been able to shower, I've been able to cook for the family, and that's been good. Now, when you're breaking your fast, ensure you go, if it's an extended fast, do not eat any solids. Ideally, not even for the first day. Go, or first 12 hours, go with liquids. The first thing I will use is juices because my gut doesn't need that shock. And also my blood could go into a shock, which is called refeeding syndrome, where your electrolytes just go off whack. And your body's starting to rob your bones of minerals and people get really sick, and it's called refeeding syndrome. You don't want to have refeeding syndrome, okay? So ensure that when you're breaking your fast, you go really slow, little amounts of calories. So even the juice is very low sugar juices, vegetables rather than fruits, preferably. I'm having some broccoli and greens and the purple carrots and beetroot. And I'm going to have it over a long time with some baobab powder. That is what I normally would break my fast with. And then I'll have some soup. I have a video where I made that little cauliflower soup. I actually had some still in the freezer. So I'll be using that to break my fast. I have lost weight, but not a lot. But thankfully, like since the last month, so in the last 6 weeks, I have lost about 5 kilos, which is amazing. I'm not doing a lot of exercise. I'm walking and occasional weights at home, but that is amazing because I have to take it slow. I don't want to lose like 1 kilo a week. I don't think that is doable if I'm not like completely starving myself. So because I'm intermittent fasting as well, that is helping. So yeah, it is a journey. It's a process, and that's why I share. I just want to give you like my experiences, my overview, my feedback from the second fast, of the year 2025, and I'm hoping to do more of these. Ideally, people recommend doing this extended fast once a quarter, but for now I want to do once a month until I get to my goal weight, and then I'll probably do once a quarter. But also the inflammation has been a lot more manageable with the skin. Trigger foods I've taken away, so I know I am managing it better. Mental clarity is at its peak. Dopamine is there, and those things are so worth the fast. I think that dopamine kick, like by tomorrow I'll be swimming, I'll be like I'm on cloud nine, all thanks to this fast. So, and I am going to work and I'll feel amazing. So that's something that is a huge benefit from fasting. Anyway, I have spoken for just over 10 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's added value to you, and I hope you've learned something. Leave me questions in the comment section. Like, let me know what you want to know about my experience, not necessarily what I'm teaching. I'm not teaching, I'm just sharing my experience about my water fast. I share on my stories a lot on Instagram. My Instagram family, they know sort of like what's been going on. I share them sort of up to date, a bit more timely than I will come to YouTube. But I still appreciate you guys so much for coming back and watching and leaving comments. And don't forget to also like, and if you haven't yet, kindly subscribe to this channel. This channel is about good vibes. Gardening season has started, and I will be sharing more about the garden as the season has picked up. Anyway, and also I share lots of beautiful cooking recipes. I have a few recipes I need to upload. If you have anything you fancy watching, obviously people ask a lot about what I eat in a day. I would try and do that video at some point, because what I eat in a day varies. I have a varied diet despite having a lot of food sensitivities that I do not eat. So yeah, I'm here with you guys 2025. We're gonna do this fasting. I'm gonna share my fasting memoirs and let you guys know what my experiences are with the water fast or extended water fast. Intermittent fasting as well is helping me get rid of the excess estrogen, which obviously, not having a uterus, I have been dealing with, which I didn't realize initially was the main reason. And yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in another video. Mwah. I go and eat now. I go and have my juice. Yeah.